Hi friends, I'm BoBert. I am one of the teen service assistants at the Clinton-Macomb Public Library, and today we are going to be making a bead buddy, and the one I am going to be making today is a gecko. Alright, so the first step we're going to do is we're going to match up the ends of our string. So you want to make sure they're parallel perfectly, and you're just going to pull on it to get this nice little hook at the end. Then once you get your hook, you're going to get your key ring or lanyard hook, and you're going to loop both of your strings through, and you're going to make it a nice tight knot, as tight as you can. Well, not as tight as you can, but as secure as you can. Then once we have these on, we will start lacing through our beads. So lacing our beads through is very easy. It gets a little bit harder the little bit more beads we add, but for those parts, we will tackle them together. So to lace a bead through is very easy. You have your two strings right here, and I say it's best to keep them separated just so you know which one you're working on. So you're going to get one of your strings and one of your beads, and you're just going to lace one of the strings through one end. Then once that's on there, you're just going to take your other end, and you're just going to lace it through as well. You're going to repeat this process for the first 4 rows. So this one has 1. Our next one's going to have 2. Then we're going to have 3. Then back to 2. If you want to, ahead of time, get your stuff ready, the one with the 3, we're going to have our eyes. So the ones you decided to use for your eyes, or if you decide to follow along, you'll get those colors. They'll be different than the color of our gecko's skin. So once we have our first one on, we'll move on to our second one. So same thing, lace them both through, put both beads on one string, then lace it through with the other one, and then you're going to pull. And we're going to repeat this process for 2 more rows. And once we do, we will go on to doing our legs. So hopefully this turns out right and I don't have to restart again. Yep, see, mine got tangled a little, but that's okay. Mistakes happen. Yep, so if you did what I did and yours turn, you're just take the beads off and redo it, and that's what I'm going to do. So go ahead and continue forward, and we will meet back at the legs when we start them. Alright guys, so my head is completed. I pulled on it a little so it came out, but the head is completed. Now we're going to work on the arms. So the arms can be a little tricky if you don't know what you're doing at first. So we're going to get our, whatever color you want your gecko to be, you're going to get 2 of those beads. So I got blue. And whatever color you want it for the legs is what we're going to do next. And you're going to get those as well. So you can put on, first you put on the color of your gecko, then the color of your leg. So mine is 2 blues and 1 white. And for this part, it's very easy, but it can be very complicated as well. So once you get all 3 on there, all you're going to do is just slide it to the end. So they're going to look like this. So what we're going to do is you're going to loop the same string we're working on through these 2 blue ones that we just put on it. And the easiest way that I found to do that is with all 3 of them on it, you're going to hold the 2 blues down. So these 2 blue ones down that we were working on. And you're just going to loop the same string through both of them. And once you do, our first leg is done. So your string might keep coming loose, and that's just because it's we don't have enough on here yet. So it's just a lot of wiggle room it has. So it doesn't look the best, but once we get this part done, if I can get it to squeeze. Once you get your first leg done, you're just going to repeat it on the second leg. So mine, it doesn't look the best, but I'm going to fix it. So you're just going to repeat the same step on this string exactly, and then we'll continue from there. Otherwise, because I don't want you guys to accidentally mess it up and then not know what to do next. So I will fix that, and we will do our other leg, and then we will continue from there. Alright, so once you have your legs done like I do, you're going to put 2 beads on one of the strings, and we're going to lace it through. We're going to lace both of them through this one. So this way, it's all nice and tight at the top. And then we're going to repeat this process for a few more rows. So I believe we're repeating it for 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows of lacing, and then we will move on to our second set of legs and then our tail. So you guys can go ahead, and if I can get this to say stop moving a little. So your guys' might look probably much better than mine does right now. But this is where we're at right now. So we're going to make our stomach. So we got our 2, so we're going to do a row of 3, then 2 rows of 4, then 1 more row of 3. And this is where we're going to, so you can use, if you want to keep using the same colors, you can. If you want to put a little design in the middle, you can as well. Mine will. So we're just going to continue lacing 3 beads, then 4 beads, then 2 rows of 4, then 1 more row of 3. So we continue with the body. So we can go ahead and do that, and we will continue on to the legs, and then we will move on to the tail after that. Alright friends, as you can see, I'm almost done. Well, we're almost done. So now that we have our body completed, we're going to move on to our legs now. So we're just going to repeat what we did for our arms. So remember, you're going to put 5 beads on 1 string, and they're going to lace it through with the same string for the same colors like we did up here. We're going to repeat those for the legs, and then we're going to move on to our tail. Alright friends, so as you can see, I have a gecko now. The tail's not on it yet, but this is where I made it. So for the tail, we're just going to redo exactly what we did for the very first one we put on here. And you're just going to put it on there 6 times. So mine is just going to be a blue tail. Yours can be any color you want, or you can just end it here and leave it with a knot at the end. But we will go ahead and make our tail, and it's just going to be very repetitive. So we'll take our first one, go through, lace it through. If I can get my string on me. And then we'll just lace it through, and then we're just going to repeat this 5 more times. You can repeat it more if you want the tail to be longer, or if yours is a little bit bigger. See if I can get this exactly how I want it. And if you come across any troubles with there being like a lot of wiggle room, just go back to that area and just squeeze on your yarn in that area, and just do it as you come down, so that way it gets tightened as you go. But you don't want it to be too tight to where it's not going to pull the string though. We want it that tight at the end. So far I got 3 tails on, and we will come back to the finished product. Alright, so as you can see, this is our bead buddy. It's just a blue gecko. So at the end, all you're going to do is, you can just cut the string. I actually have scissors right here. So we'll just cut our string. And you're just going to give it a double knot. I think I cut mine too small, but you're going to give it a double knot, and that is it. Be sure to tune in next month for our next Maker Monday. And I will catch you guys all later. Bye.